everybody. Welcome back to the Chuck and Lisa show. I am Chuck Nellis, and my beautiful bride is sitting across from me, Lisa Nellis, looking radiant as that
Right,
forgot to introduce Chicken Nellis.
We're not there yet.
You look
And the voice you hear
marvelous.
behind me that aren't chickens, isn't chickens, is Durst, our awesome producer, bud.
Hi, Risa. You work marvelous.
Thank you.
And introducing the chickens.
Chicken Nellis.
We've got five
Chicken
chickens. We've got 5 chickens in the camper doing the show with us, so you will hear chicken tweeting behind us.
Yep. They don't really tweet because they have no thumbs or computers.
No.
Yeah, and I was about to tell
Sure.
Chuck.
Yes,
to tell Chuck before the show started that we've had 2 power failures in our area today.
Oh,
so
man.
if we
Wonderful.
if we suddenly disappear, it's not that I don't like you, Chuck. Or, you know,
Well, you know, we've been disconnected so many times over the years on Wirecast. It's just a thing. I used to get mad. I used to get frustrated. And I'm just like, oh well, here we go again.
Yeah, there's no point.
And hope you can get it back shortly. You know?
Right.
That's all you can do. Oh, and introducing, which dog is that in the background?
That's our co-host, Bowden.
Okay, so we've got Bowden, we've got chickens, and we've got us. So, life on the farm is kind of laid back. It's so true. I'm a city kid, and all of a sudden I'm surrounded in chickens, and I mean dogs I've always had, but surrounded by chickens and stuff is kind of new.
Yeah.
So how are you, Miss Lisa? Did you have a nice Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, I'm sitting around and waiting for them to decide they're finally going to race.
Yeah, that was the hardest part.
We watched that race coverage for over 12 hours to get both
Right?
those races.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they did it. I mean, they actually ended it pretty reasonably. But we'll get to that later, as you know. And so how was your weekend, Mr. Durst? Anything fun?
Oh, yeah, by the way, I told Chuck we should have gone.
Yeah, Blaney
Miss
won,
Blaney.
absolutely.
We missed, yeah, I cried. It was
My-
Did
sad.
try.
My weekend is
Tears of joy.
I cried, he cried, everybody cried.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. We got a whole segment to talk about that. So has everybody had a cool weekend?
I mean, my weekend was great, except for the fact that my dad fell again and is in the hospital.
All right. God bless him.
Other than that, it was a good weekend.
Yeah. Well, let's hope your dad's okay. Chickens say hi. Things that happened in history that are interesting. In 1431, Joan of Arc had a very bad day.
Yeah,
She didn't get a burnt steak. She got burnt on one.
yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay, Chuck,
That was a stretch.
I thought that was pretty good.
I liked it. It was funny.
I don't know.
It was there.
I don't
Where's
know.
Arc, by the way?
Huh?
Joan of Arc.
The county of Arc.
The county of Arc?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
the kingdom of Arc, whichever the case was. It was called.
Alright,
Well, it could
I'll
be a
take your
city
word for it.
city of Arc too, because
Right.
yeah,
I'll
Exactly.
take your word for it.
at that time their last name was where they were from.
Right.
I know, I just wanted to know where Arc was.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I never even thought about
Right
it.
next to Hark the Herald.
Were angels singing?
1539.
Did you live near Noah?
Maybe. 1539.
You should have asked your mom, Chuck.
I know,
My-
now we'll never know.
Yeah. 1539, Hernando de Soto lands in Florida with the hope of finding gold, but only finds Florida man.
Oh God, I know.
Florida
He's very
man.
Disappointed. He's very disappointed.
1868, Memorial Day is observed for the first time. Yeah, I actually did a couple posts yesterday on that just to explain the actual real history of it. It's not just like hot dogs and beer.
It's not?
What?
Yeah.
You fun sucker.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, man,
Horrible.
you just ruined my whole weekend, dude.
Nope. It's actually about the men and women who died for America.
It's not Veterans Day.
Veterans Day is later. You can give
Yeah.
me all the hey howdies you want then. Not
Right.
this week.
Nope.
Nope. In 1911.
Shelby says no.
She's a smart. Oh, we've got dogs on our end too that may
Yeah. They stare at us.
Yeah. In 1911, the first Indianapolis $500 race was held.
Yeah.
My mother won it.
Yeah. And high heels.
Mom, we love you, but you're funny.
Yeah.
In 1922, the Lincoln Memorial is dedicated.
Yeah. What is it dedicated
Not what I to.
to? No. What did you do to it? Sat on his lap?
No, I stood on Lincoln's shoulder and looked in his ear.
Yeah.
So
Did he
help me God.
Did he have earwax?
I was a very bad boy, and
I was
alcohol
very
may or may not have been a
I
great
was very
influence on that
disappointed
one.
in that because I thought that it was like a museum, and you like everything else
Yeah.
in DC, and you would go there, and then you could like go in and look at stuff.
Yeah.
So we go all the way out there, and it's like, okay, here it is. I'm like, can we go in? They're like, no, this is it. Like, this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, there is a gift shop underneath, but
yeah, but
You wanna-
you know, as
you
a
wanna
little
know-
kid, I thought we were going like in to see some
You
stuff.
want
Right.
to know the difference in 1982 and now?
The difference?
In
You
1980,
would fall.
no. No, that's not what I mean. In 1982, when the security guard walked in and found me standing on Lincoln's shoulder looking in his ear,
Mm-hmm.
he laughed,
Mhm.
told me to get down, told us to go sleep it off in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I would have been taken out in handcuffs by a SWAT squad.
No, just tell them you're a MAGA. Then they would have let you go.
Yeah, they would have shot.
They would.
in DC he'd be dead.
Shot. And I would have been dead. No, but today I would have been. And then after they found out that I was a conservative, they would have then slammed every charge at me they humanly could have.
These
Amen to
chickens are
that.
weird.
All right, 1967. Oh, this was a good one. I remember this. Evel Knievel jumps his motorcycle over 16 cars lined up in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Humpy Wheeler's idea?
No. He probably stole some of his
Yeah,
ideas.
I think he did.
I remember the jump too in Vegas that failed. He broke
Yeah.
every single bone in his body.
The Vegas one?
Yeah,
That was ugly.
it was.
When he stopped bouncing, he looked like a little rag doll.
Yes, he did.
He did.
It was not good.
No. He lived. Until he didn't. 1900. These are famous births. The first one is one of my heroes in the world. 1908. Mel Blanc was born.
And he's still alive.
No, he's not.
Mel Blanc. Oh, I thought you meant Mel Brooks. Never
Mel,
mind.
Mel Blanc. The
Everybody
voice.
was named Mel.
The voice of 1,000 characters in Looney Tunes and everything
Yeah.
else.
Everybody was named Mel.
Yeah. He was the greatest voice technician I've ever seen, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, how do you make 1,000 distinct voices?
And then how do you remember them all?
Yeah. Incredible. Just incredible. 1918, Bob Evans is born.
Down on the farm.
Food.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know who Bob Evans is.
I know you do.
Good restaurant.
And, yeah,
What did he
They are
like do
good
besides
restaurants.
make food?
made food. He wasn't like Roy Rogers
Well, how did?
or Dale
Why didn't he
Evans.
put his name on stuff? Like, who cared?
He was proud of his business. 1943, Gale Sayers is born.
Yeah.
He was a good running back.
Yep.
For the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. I was there in '86 when they won the Super Bowl. That was pretty badass. Not at the game, but I was living in the area,
Yeah.
so everybody was buzzed. They were just like, "Go the Bears!"
Mhm.
1972, Manny Ramirez, the baseball player, is born. 1964, Winona Judd is born. And 1980, Steven Gerrard. By the way, Winona's a bit younger than you.
Oh yeah.
1964.
Well, okay.
1980, Steven Gerrard, the soccer player.
Gerard.
Yeah, say it right? So that's all I got on that. And I got a bunch of fun little stories for you. Some of them don't take very long. Anybody talking in our room yet? Hello, Lucy. Dershi, you didn't repost them today, did you?
I did not have time, Chuck.
He was
Not.
good.
Other things to worry about today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I understand. All right, Durst, you ready to start posting pictures?
Sure.
All right, do the first one. Tell me what it's posted, because I've got the delay.
That's
These
the,
are all little mini factoids that will maybe crack you up or make you go,
Okay, I think the first one's posted
All right.
up there.
A butt is a real measurement.
Butt low, not a butt.
I'm reading off of it. A butt is a real unit of measurement for a cask of wine.
Okay.
A butt load is about 108 imperial gallons.
Cool. This
Interesting.
is the difference between an imperial gallon and a regular gallon.
Whether it's a trailer person or whether
Isn't it? That's a measurement from England.
Yeah, they're different.
All the imperial, whatever you want to call it, is an English term.
But it's still not metric, even though they told us all we were going to be using the metric system when I was like
Right.
5 years old.
yeah, the bastards.
Yeah. Well, you know, the New England or the England measurement system changed
Right.
based on who the king was.
Yeah.
Right.
So a foot was
Which is
literally.
utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, the foot was literally a measurement of the length of the king's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You had a big foot.
It was Bigfoot.
12, size 12.
It was Bigfoot.
All right. So anyway, I was just trying to convert in my head how much beer that would be.
That's wine.
It's important stuff.
I know
Butt low.
the important stuff. Go ahead and do the next one. Beep beep. This
Beep.
one's appropriate with all the chickens around here.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
All right. I couldn't hear you. I was like, ah! All right. The next one. In 1953, it took 27 hours to create one Peeps marshmallow chick. That's a lot of time for
I
one
know
chick.
why. Did
I don't
anybody
know.
care that much?
The same process takes 6 minutes today.
Well, that's good.
When they say one
I
peep,
know
they
what
mean
they
like
mean.
one
Like
batch.
they had to do the recipe. Yeah.
Right. One batch.
I know.
That's crazy, huh?
That is crazy.
Alrighty.
I
That's
like to
nutso.
blow them up in the microwave.
27 hours to make a tray of Peeps or one batch of Peeps. That's not very cost effective.
Literally nutso. Man, I can't imagine how much it costs if you had that many man hours to make one batch.
That's just what? Why? All right.
Not that good.
Unless you set up 23 different, never mind. You'd have to do a whole lot of batches.
I don't know why my Siri just said "aw shucks" to me.
Because I said you're cute.
I turned mine off. Shut her mouth. I shut her mouth.
Shut up, Siri.
You got the next one up?
I think so.
All right. Why cats like to shove their butts in your face, according to an animal behavior expert. And they do. all the damn time.
Look at my butt. Butt, it's a nice butt. I like it. You can see it too.
Every shit I've ever had wants to show your butt. I'm like, stop being gross.
I got a butt load.
But in reality, they're just happy to see you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
That's the real reason.
Look at my butt. I'm happy.
Yeah. And I'm happy to see you. It's a hello, I like you kind of greeting.
There's no buts about it.
Yeah, well, we'll smell each other, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to smell a cat butt.
I don't want to smell your butt.
Yeah, you do.
But anyway, that's the reason why cats always show you their ass.
Okay. But cats don't sniff each other's butts that much like dogs do.
Well, they referred to farts more in this article.
Yeah?
Cat fart? Cat fart. Oh, God. Cat fart can kill you. It's worse than a human fart.
If you say so.
You ever had a cat do that when it's aiming its butt at you and then it farts?
Thankfully, I can say no.
No.
I did once, and I went, holy mother of God.
Cats just like to fart on you.
Once it happened, not multiple times.
Well, you had like 70,000 cats,
I
right?
had a lot of cats. Yeah. All right, moving right along to the next one, Mr. Gersh. You're going to want to talk about this one, Lace.
Okay.
Uh-oh. There we go.
What is that? Somebody playing TV?
I think my wife, she went grocery shopping and left the TV on.
The dogs are watching TV.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Well, Bowden just let himself into my room, so he's figured out how to open doors, and so we have to lock doors that we don't want him to go into.
Oh, good. Smart dog. Alrighty. What's old is new again. That's the next topic. You got that up there?
No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
My next one.
The picnics one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picnics are the hot new dining trend, thanks to Generation Z.
They just invented them.
They invented sex too.
I know.
Every generation thinks they invent sex, or picnics in this case. So apparently the Gen Z kids have decided that they like going on picnics.
You know where they used to have picnics before there were parks?
Where?
Cemeteries.
Oh yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
they were like a park.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they would go hang out in the cemetery and eat their food.
I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of dead things, so
Hey.
that's cool.
Hey, Billy, grab the chips. We're gonna go eat with Grandpa.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not?
Whether he likes it or not.
Grandpa's like, leave me alone! I finally got some peace here!
Exactly.
Get away from me, you stinking kids!
Why are you sitting on me?
Why am I talking like Billy Crystal?
I don't know. Apparently all the old dead people.
They all sound like Billy Crystal.
So we're skipping the Pink Floyd one, right?
Oh, you can. I don't care.
Alright, hold on to that. I'll go find it again.
I sent it to you anyway.
But anyway, picnics are nice. On
Yeah.
the beach. On a picnic table, not on the ground, preferably.
Well,
'cause
that's because you're old and you can't
I've
get up.
fallen and I can't get up! Yeah.
We'll just throw the food on the ground. Throw the food out.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Get some food.
You have your moments. It's difficult to get up, too.
Nobody has to throw food at me, though.
Nobody had to throw food at me either,
Not yet.
but that's okay. Not yet. When I'm 93, maybe. I'll just be laying there with drool running down my face.
Open your mouth, Grandpa.
Alright, so anyway, go picnicking again. I mean, I remember Renoir's painting of them picnicking next to the Seine on the riverbank. Remember that one?
No.
Can't remember the name of it.
No.
Sunday in the Park. That was George.
That's it.
George
That
Seurat.
wasn't Renoir.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seurat.
Seurat.
Right.
He's my favorite painter, and that's my favorite painting.
I love Impressionism. That's my favorite style.
Are you impressed by it?
He was a friend of
I
Renoir's
got that.
too.
Well, yeah, but back then they were all friends with each other.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were all in Paris.
We all lived in the same house.
I can see that. They were all poor
They
painters.
didn't, but
All right. So anyway, moving right along. All right, let me go find that one.
I've been to Seurat's gravesite. There's actually a family tomb that he's
Oh, I
buried
forgot
in.
you've been everywhere. All right, go ahead and post the one I wasn't going to post.
Alright, it's up.
This is really disconcerting. Pink Floyd rocker Roger Waters wears SS gear in Berlin. In Berlin, of all places.
I know. It just blows my mind. It's just so stupid.
He actually wore an SS uniform and compared Anne Frank to the late Al Jazeera journalist Shireen Abu Clay.
sorry, there's a bug in my keyboard.
Clay. Sorry.
Ew,
What are you doing?
there's a bug in my keyboard.
There's a bug in my keyboard.
That's funny because the term debugging for programming
Yeah.
Yeah.
literally comes from the fact that in the first generation computers had to go in and scrape bugs off
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
off the vacuum tubes inside the.
We got an
Computer.
audience.
That's funny. They are. They're all over here listening to
All the
us.
chickens put themselves to bed and they're staring at us. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I wondered where that came from, but I figured it was something like that.
Yeah, the first generation computers, were large enough that you could walk inside of them.
Yeah, and they
It's
were
a-
like light. They were basically like lights off and on, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
the
yeah.
vacuum tubes, right? They either on or they were off, which is our binary system.
So
And-
that's why the bugs like them.
Yeah, it had a gate that opened up. So if the gate was closed, then that was on. If the gate was Lisa froze, by the way. If the gate was open, then it was a zero.
Did she unfreeze?
They're
And
frozen to me.
it's just like when you put lights outside of your house.
Yeah.
What happens? All the bugs come to them, right? Well, that's what
Oh,
would
of
happen.
course.
Yeah.
That's what would happen, and when the gate would close, it would fry the bugs. Well, sometimes it would cake up so much that the connection wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
work. So they had to
Yeah,
go
that
in and
makes sense.
literally scrape the bugs off.
That makes sense.
Suck
Lisa-
They
the
like
bugs
warmth.
out.
There's
Yeah.
Lisa. She's back.
All right. So anyway, in summary, what the fuck are you thinking,
Oh!
Roger
You
Waters?
said it bad, bro.
Oh, but where's the jar? Where's the jar?
I think that ought to be paid for by the management because that one is
Yeah,
just.
that's
Yeah,
That's worth
I'll
saving.
give you that one because I
What
agree.
the hell was he thinking?
he's lost. Nut.
Don't go there, man. Glorifying or imitating the Nazis, except in the form of Hogan's Heroes, is pretty unacceptable.
Yeah.
Right. You know that Colonel Klink, the actor,
Yeah.
would only agree to do Klink if he could play him as a buffoon.
Right.
That was literally
Exactly.
in his contract.
Yeah.
Yep. Every single member of that thing just about were Jewish guys. All the German soldiers were pretty much Jews. And that's why they loved mocking
Yeah.
them.
Well, they also at that point it hadn't really all the bad things hadn't come out yet.
Right. All right. Let's move on to something serious.
Why?
Very cool, though. 74-year-old hero rescues woman from hotel fire.
Nice.
Pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
So, the woman, Gary Spike was out for his morning jog at 74 when he noticed smoke ahead of his running trail in Willamette River, Eugene, Oregon. The grandfather of 16 filmed the blaze on his phone as he jogged when he suddenly heard a woman cry for help. It was Illinois native Stacy Barkley, who was staying at that hotel while visiting friends. When I opened the door, half the hallway was filled with smoke. She walked to the balcony and she saw flames racing from an adjacent room. She began to panic. That's when she saw Spike on the walking path. Spike ran over to the building and encouraged her to jump. I said, come on, hit me. I was trying to tell her I'd break her. That's about all you could do at 74 years old if you were as thin as a runner.
Yeah.
I'll be your crash pad.
Yeah.
He just said jump, so I did, and he was there to save me. They are still trying to remove Spike from the cement.
Poor Spike.
No. She said thank you, and she said, oh my God, you saved me. And then you know what he did after the save? He continued his jog.
Yeah.
It's one healthy son of a
Cool.
gun.
And then he died.
Yeah. P.S. He died of injuries sustained during fall.
Internal injuries.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Next one. Dunedin. 4th grader helping classmates find friends with the
Oh.
buddy bench.
Oh,
That's-
we have friends that live there.
It's Dunedin.
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 The guy from Key West and his wife that helped me find my
Oh,
cell
yeah?
phone when I left it in the other bar in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a house down there. Or a condo, maybe.
All right. You sent me the story. You want to tell me about it?
No.
Let's just throw Chuck under the
It's
bus.
very difficult to get Lisa to say much. At one point, she wouldn't even allow us to put her on camera.
No.
Yeah, you got that right. She wanted audio only back in the day.
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny. Some of our friends tell me that they want to see you more than me
Yeah?
on the camera.
Well, who wouldn't?
Well, then why
Word.
aren't you ever talking? Huh? Talk, dang it.
Like your family says, you're hairy.
She's she's on camera, and that's all the people. She's on
Yeah.
camera, and that's all the people care
I'll be
about.
like the Price is Right ladies.
Vanna.
As long as Lisa's on camera, that's all the
Oh,
people
God.
care about, dude.
All right, Dunedin, Florida. Going to school can be tough for kids if they have a hard time making friends. So a Dunedin student is making it easier for her classmates to bond at school. She led an effort to raise money for the Buddy Bench as part of her gifted school service project. I made it because I know what it feels like to be left out or to not have anyone to play with. And I've witnessed some people like crying on the side of the playground because they are left out or someone has been mean to them. The bench is for students who have been bullied in school and are too shy or afraid to make friends. I know some of the younger kids are shyer, so it helps them sit on this bench, and other people will know to come play with them because they don't have anybody to play with.
Or beat them up.
Could be that.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
They better put a
Could be a target bench. The bullies
Yeah,
over
no,
the
I hope not.
bullies over by the slide. We're like, oh, someone sat down. Let's go.
Let's go get them.
yeah, that would be bad.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Especially like if you just moved there and you didn't know anybody.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah.
The bully problem could be a problem though.
Well, maybe like an adult could keep an eye on that. You know?
Yeah, hopefully. Durst, the next one, play the video, and I'm not going to say much because this is just for Lisa. She loves these things.
What are you talking about?
You'll see.
What is it? Laughing babies?
Go make sure you're watching.
I am, but I'm way behind.
Hit live. Hit the
I'm
live
still-
button.
I
Hit
did.
live.
I did.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
I've got the circles.
If I could find my mouse, I'd make it go on the screen.
Yeah.
But
Hit
apparently,
live, yeah.
No, I got
I'm
the
gonna
circles.
I'm gonna take you guys
Hit
off the screen.
refresh.
I just did. That's why it's doing the circles.
Oh, I got it.
I'm taking you guys off the screen for this one because I want to watch the whole thing here.
Okay.
Can
All
you
right.
see it yet?
It's
not
going.
yet.
It's
Okay.
on. It's go.
I got the
It's,
circles.
it's
You can't see it then?
Not yet. And
It's
Hold on,
rolling,
Nurse.
rolling. Whoa!
That's okay.
No, you gotta see it.
I know, but I can't make my computer do anything.
I love
We're
the
gonna have-
background. I love the background
We're
music.
gonna have to play it more than once. Tell me when you're done.
Are you-
Hit
I
refresh
know, if I
again
hit
then.
refresh again. Okay,
It's-
now, go.
All right,
All right.
now play it from the beginning. You see 'em?
No, I see frozen goats.
Frozen goats.
It'll
My
start.
computer's not working.
Yeah,
I
Lisa's
didn't-
frozen.
No.
You
see,
need to plug into this. Give me your
plug
cable.
what?
Your cable.
I don't have a cable.
Yes, you do.
Now
Where
I
is
see
it?
them. I don't know.
All right.
That's awesome. I love that it's in slow motion.
What? That's not plugged into anything.
It plugs into one of your USBs.
That's not plugged into anything.
I will be once you get plugged into a USB.
This
Excuse me,
isn't a-
folks.
This isn't a USB.
It should plug into yours though.
This isn't a USB.
Does that
I don't-
plug into yours?
It didn't work the last time I tried
You
it.
gonna plug in?
Yeah.
Let's try it. If we go away, the jumping goats will have to keep jumping.
Lisa's disconnected.
Yeah, see, you
hold
just
on.
disconnected me.
Lisa's
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, let me mute. All right.
Why are the goats in slow motion? It's because it's
They did
funnier?
it in slow motion to make you happy.
I love the slow motion. I wish everybody watching could hear the music too. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't jump that in.
Well, you'll have to send that to me sometime because I didn't hear the music either. That's what we're getting next. We're getting
Jumping goats. Tiny jumping goats that are the size of your dog. It's funny.
Oh, I like the size.
Why do they always jump?
They just do. Like, why do chickens? What it's chicken? Whatever they do.
Why do chickens chicken?
Yeah.
Ghosts are so funny.
Yeah,
They
they're
are.
fun to look at. So I did that just for you, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're still getting goats.
I'd rather play a video for you.
Okay.
Doesn't want to stay alive tonight. It's weird.
Oh.
He's a sidestepping goat.
Okay, what do we got next?
All right, let's move along.
Just because.
Aw, you killing me, Chuck.
We'll
Watch
save
the
it.
goats for
We
a
can
second.
play goats anytime. Oh,
Seriously.
all right.
Talk about
Lisa's
something that I
Lisa's
don't
got
care
an
about.
emergency wee reach out
Yeah.
room.
Being
So,
old lady.
so Lisa wants goats.
I do too. I love goats. They're so cute.
Dude, we have chickens, we have dogs, we have cats. Do I really need goats too? You're outdoor? Yes.
You know my answer?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, but where are you gonna put them?
At your house?
I only have an acre. And as we can see, they can jump. So they'll be jumping over the freaking fence, and I'm not buying a higher fence. Nope. You know what I mean? We got a 6-foot fence. It's 20 by 20 for the chickens with a cover over it, so they're safe. But I got a 3-foot fence around the house. You don't think they can jump over a 3-foot fence, Durst?
Oh yeah, easily.
Easily. We'll find dead goats in the middle of the road, stinking the high heaven. $3,000, $5,000 goats at that. You know?
Yeah. That's just too funny.
Yeah. And Daryl says you must have 2 goat males and a female? Great. Menage a goat. Come on, Durst, that was funny.
Sorry, I'm watching goats.
Menage a goat. Daryl says you have to have two males and a female.
Isn't it the other way around?
That just ain't right.
Isn't it the other way around?
Well, it's three ways a three-way, I guess. If you
What are
look
we
at
talking
that.
about 3 ways for?
Well, we're talking. Daryl says that you have to have 2 male goats and a female goat.
Why?
Apparently, that's how you're supposed to do it. And I said menage a goat.
I don't think that's right. But
I don't either. I think it's the other way around.
He
'Cause-
I
thinks
think
that it needs to be 2 females and 1 male.
Yeah, I think that the female goat would be really annoyed if there was 2 male goats.
You're speaking for yourself.
No, I'm speaking for every female.
You're speaking for every female that was ever born.
Okay.
Lisa is a goat whisperer, so she knows.
She's silly.
I'm correct. Oh, are we still looking at goats?
Yeah, well, you've been away, so goats are at play. But I'm back now. Alrighty. What are we barking at
I think
now?
they're barking at me
Probably.
because I went in the house.
Probably.
Yeah.
Next story. We are done, goat done. Or you could say that if you go to sleep watching.
For reals.
All right.
Yeah. Avon Bakery employee encounters bear stealing 60 cupcakes.
I said Connecticut.
That's where I'm from.
One
Not
smart.
Avon, but
You're
Connecticut.
from a bakery?
That's,
Yeah,
one,
my mom's oven.
Oh,
that's
God.
one smart bear.
Oh, God.
I'm from my mama's oven.
Oh, God. You're a bun.
A bear broke into a bakery Avon in Avon Wednesday morning, helping himself to 60 cupcakes and made a bluff charge towards an employee. It happened at Taste by Spellbound on West Main Street in
Was it
Avon.
60 cupcakes or 60 pounds of cupcakes?
60 cupcakes.
Oh, okay.
The kitchen supervisor for the bakery says she was putting bakery goods into a vehicle in the garage area when she noticed the bear. His name is Bear, Billy Bear.
They named him
No, remember Jimmy Buffett?
Buddy Bear.
Buddy Bear, that was it. So she tried to close the garage door, but the bear made what wildlife officials call a bluff charge. That's when the bear puffs itself up to look bigger and will bound on its front paws towards the person, then stop just short or veer off to one side.
Because bears aren't really afraid of people. Unless they eat them.
You know, that goes along with the old joke. Where does a bear sleep?
Anywhere.
Anywhere it wants. Yep.
Yeah.
There's bears close to us.
Oh yeah, we
So
have
the
tons of
bear made
bears.
So the bear made a mess, obviously.
I guess the cupcakes were really good.
Looks like he didn't really eat that many. It looks like he spilled more of them on the ground.
We can't really sell them after that.
Not easily. A barely used sale.
Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha.
Ah. Somebody's got to be it. Somebody's got to be fun.
That's barely funny.
All right. Next one.
Look, the chickens are pecking at you. They didn't think it was funny either.
They know their pecking order.
Ha ha.
Lost dog Ham.
Woo!
His
Wait a
way
minute.
home.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a
What
minute.
What?
Uh,
What
sorry.
did you do?
I was still staring at the bear. Sorry.
First he's staring at the ghost. Now he's staring at the bear.
I got lost on my bear thoughts. I was
I
barely.
was
I was
barely
there.
barely paying attention.
I barely knew what was going
Come
on.
on, you gotta say it.
All right,
Bear with me.
come on, yeah. Bear with me for a second. I got you now.
That's funny.
With bear jokes, we got them all day.
All right, I gotta hurry up because I'm off sequence here.
Oh no.
All right, you're up. Go, dog.
Alrighty, lost dog Ham finds his way home after a 450-mile adventure thanks to Good Samaritans in Florida.
Of course.
Jasmine Knopfsinger, her sister, found a malnourished dog named Ham during a coffee run in Pensacola.
How did they know that
Coffee.
was his name?
Probably had a name tag on him. After taking him to the vet and discovering a microchip, they learned that Ham's home is over 450 miles away in Dade City. He's been missing since February of 2021.
Uh-oh.
Contacting the microchip company led them to Ham's owner, Patricia DeWitt, who was moved to tears upon hearing that her long-lost pet was safe.
You know why the dog left? They named it Ham.
I know.
It was probably mad.
It's not a nice thing to call a dog. So they arranged to meet halfway in Tallahassee, where Ham immediately recognized his family and hopped into their car. The story serves as a reminder of the importance of microchipping your pets.
Yeah.
Our dogs are microchipped, aren't they?
Muffin is not because they were out of chips.
Right.
You know why? She ate them all.
I believe that.
Yeah, so we have to call and get her a chip because
Right.
they were out of chips that week.
So we need to get her a chip. So anyway, that was very cool. The dog was skinny, of course, needed some food. Got spoiled when I got home. Yada yada. The last story, Durst. Swing right over.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know what? Skip those two. Skip those three. I will save them for next week.
Which one?
Okay.
The cat is beautiful.
I know. Don't show them.
Don't show the cat.
A cat, and a raccoon. We'll save those till next week. So we got good stuff to talk about here in 18 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We finally got Lisa. Well, Lisa finally got Lisa to write an article about our trip to Wilkesboro. You tell me about the article, and you tell me about what you wrote.
Well, we already talked about the trip last week.
Talk more.
My article was an opinion piece, and it wasn't about the race because the race sucked.
Right.
And I actually didn't want to write the article because I didn't want to be done with the weekend yet.
Right.
So I didn't write it until I was ready.
Right.
So
Tell me about. Summarize the article for us.
No, you should go read it.
Durst, would you please post the link for the article?
People should go read it.
I know,
don't
but
write
summarize
things.
it.
No, I don't write things so that it gets
Anyway, I'll just give you some of the comments that
I
friends of mine
don't-
have said since I posted on my timeline.
I don't write things so I can give people the Cliff's Notes versions of them. Oh.
You're going to love this article, though, Durst. It's the most comprehensive, really cool, makes you feel like you were there article has ever written.
Except Chuck wanted it to be about me and him. At
Well,
first.
you
At
included
first.
a lot of us.
Well, I
in
know,
it.
but you were like, well, what about that part? I'm like, the article is not about us.
No.
The article is about racetrack.
It's a great article. I'm sure Durst will post it, and you guys can
It's
check
posted.
it out. Oh, very cool.
And you should read it.
It really is worth your
I didn't
time.
use any really big words or anything.
Thanks for doing that for Chuck, Lisa. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, money.
The
If
chickens liked it.
I ever told you how many articles I read a day, it'd make your head spin.
Me?
Because I'm retired, I have very little to do, and I'm reading from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed.
Well, you know what? I read a lot faster than you, so we probably read the same amount of articles every day. Seriously, I read everything.
I thought you were working.
I read at the same time.
It's quite a trick to read while you're working.
Anybody can do
Laugh
it.
about me that you know
Lisa
that.
can do it.
And there's a really cute picture of Lisa and me in the article.
Yeah. There's a really cute picture of me and Mike Joy.
Oh, yeah? Where? I don't see.
No, I didn't put it in the.
You should have.
Yeah.
Yep. Getting to hang with Mike Joy is pretty amazing.
For like half a second, but still.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we left the car, turned around the corner, decided to cut in between the trailers.
And I
Right
went,
in front of the trailer,
and
and
I
on the
went-
left is Mike Joy,
I
standing
went,
there
wait.
all by his
You
lonesome.
didn't see him though. I went,
No, you
wait,
did.
stop, because you kept walking.
I probably would
I was
have.
like, wait, stop. Yeah, like right when we walked right past Robert Plant.
I did that too. I
Jerk.
just turned around and waved to him. I would have done it this time too.
Except that time I was like, hey, that dude looks like Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Except it was.
And I turned and it was. Well, yeah, it's him. I don't get woo over celebrities. I've met a lot of them in my
Okay, Robert Plant is not. Is like pretty up there.
Yeah.
It's not like I saw like the guy from Ricky Bobby walking down the street or whatever. You know?
You could have talked to him too.
I mighta.
But you didn't want to go back and talk to Robert Plant.
No, because you were like, "Oh, I'm no fanboy."
I'm not. Just not. So anyway, check out Lisa's article. It's well worth your time.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Let's talk about racing, y'all. We got 14 minutes left. That's plenty.
Yeah, because it was only dragged out like over 72 hours this weekend, right?
Who won? Yeah. Let's start with that. Rain. There was
They did
it
have
was
a
like
truck
truck race. Rain.
And then it was like
Cup
Xfinity,
race,
no,
Xfinity race, yeah.
Oh no, somebody was joking around that Ty Gibbs is the only person who was actually in the Cup race and leading the Xfinity race at the same time.
That's true. That's true.
Technically.
Yeah, technically. That's interesting.
Yeah, because he was leading the race when they stopped it.
How hard is it to do that?
Oh.
It's got to be a first.
You know what else is a first?
What?
There's a new record, number of miles driven in one day.
Yeah.
Who got that record?
Kyle.
Who was in both races? Justin Haley.
Oh, just
Haley, yeah.
So he's got the new record for miles?
99.5 miles.
Wow.
Was it Gibbs in both races too?
Yeah, but didn't.
Gibbs was.
They both finished both
so
races.
So they both share that record.
Did he wreck out though?
Gibbs was leading.
Did he wreck out in the Cup race?
I don't think so.
If he wrecked out in the Cup race, that's why he didn't get the record.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, that was from NASCAR, so something must have happened.
Huh. Alrighty, so
maybe
first of all,
who
won yesterday?
Blaney.
Finally, after 59 races,
Blaney's mustache.
Woohoo!
Mustache.
Well, Ryan Blaney's mustache won.
I didn't even run him because I want to save him for later.
I saved him for moments like this.
I didn't run him because I wanted him to win.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Thirsch has the curse of death on a lot of tracks.
With Blaney and Larson, I'm telling you that every time I run them, they crash or crash out.
I was running both of them yesterday, and one won, and the other one crashed out. So.
Well, I played, like I said yesterday, I've run Larson 6 times, and he's crashed out 5 times of the 6.
That's not good.
And then the 6th one, where I actually had him in my lineup, he was down a lap at the end of the 2nd stage, and then came back and won the freaking race in my garage.
And you put him on your garage.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, I had a miserable day in fantasy, so whatever. Just like, meh. All right. So, yeah, a lot of delays. I mean, it was over, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we got some interesting, not quite breaking, but not too many hours ago news that Chase Elliott is suspended for a race after intentionally wrecking Denny Hamlin. And how do they know that he was suspended? What was the name of that box, Lisa?
SMT.
SMT.
I don't know,
It's some sort of a sensor box that tracks their steering wheel's every movement.
I think it tracks everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. And all of a sudden,
the telemetries.
In its telemetry, all of a sudden, it found Chase Elliott going, dump! And like that again. And that's not good because he caught the tail of Denny Hamlin and sent him hard into the wall.
Sports Media Technology.
Okay.
That's what it stands for.
That was a tough wreck. That was a hard hit, that wall.
Telemetry, speed, throttle, brake points, gears, RPM, everything.
Now, Chase hasn't won a race yet this year, has he?
Nope.
He seems to be getting a bit frustrated.
Oh well. Maybe you shouldn't have gone snowboarding.
Well, the problem with Chase is he wrecked himself out of the race too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, by doing that, it ended up with him out of the race too.
I think courtesy of Brad Keselowski.
Yeah.
Brad's the one that just tapped his fender and ended both of them.
Isn't Brad also the one that pushed somebody into a? Oh, Harvick pushed Brad into a fight with Jeff Gordon once. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh. I tell you, I
Well, I
love.
have a question. If they had this SMT data all like for a couple of years now,
Yeah.
why didn't they just use that for Bubba instead of going back and forth on that whole thing for a couple of days?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, they've shown the system is fair and equal, so
Yeah.
too bad, so sad, Chase. But there is some really cool stuff that's come out of this. We have always talked about Corey LaJoie being a great driver who needs to have a chance at a better ride, right? How many times have we all said that?
Yeah.
He is going to be driving Chase Elliott's car. If you ever wanted a better chance with a car that could win, this is your stage to audition,
Yeah.
Yep.
Corey. If he can do well in that car and even win, I'm rooting for him to win. That would be freaking cool. He'd get a better ride because we know that the 4 car is coming up
And the 10, right?
and the 10. And
Isn't that loser leaving?
isn't Denny also thinking about retiring?
But not next year. I think he just signed a multi, but I'm
Okay.
not sure.
There'll be other big good cars coming up.
But
that Corey
Amarola was
should be
supposed
in.
to leave this year, and he didn't.
Right. But he just signed a multi-year, so I don't think
No,
he's actually
I don't
leaving.
think he did.
I think they did. But anyway, if ever there's a guy who deserves a good ride, it's Corey. He's paid the price for so long. And the other cool thing is because Corey LaJoie is getting out of his number 7 ride to go into the number 9 car, Carson Hocevar is having a chance at Cup. The kid just got up to Xfinity and he's
Xfinity,
doing
yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
I think this is great. I think this is a great idea. Don't you guys?
I'm happy for Corey. I mean, I hope he doesn't get wrecked or
Yeah.
something to ruin his shot. But yeah, he
but I
certainly
mean, he's-
deserves it.
He's used to the
Right.
car, so I
mean,
mean,
he-
the cup car.
Oh yeah,
Right.
he is.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he won't get wrecked by somebody.
No, that's something you can never.
Right.
Right.
And of course, Carson has shown a lot of promise, and Michael Waltrip just adores the kid, almost to an unhealthy extent. You know what I mean? He goes on and on about talking about Carson Hocevar some days.
I know. He has a crush.
He does.
Yeah.
He has a man crush on him. No doubt
He
about it.
definitely has a. But it's like, wait, what? Yeah. So anyway,
also,
I think
he's
it's
excited
it's
because
cool.
he's as tall as he is.
That's true.
Well,
It's very
you know,
tall.
So Corey LaJoie has put that 7 car and that team up front all
Yes,
year
yes.
long,
Yeah.
and-
Yes, he has.
and he is
With a
severely
very average car.
right. I was going to say
Car,
severely disadvantaged with that car and that team. I mean, they're doing the best they can, but they're not Hendricks. You know, they're not anywhere near that. And I want to say too, Chuck, that you said last year when we had around 13, I think, or 14 winners right at the end of the season,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
we were talking
We had
about
a
it.
lot.
And Chuck, and I said, this car's fun because we're going to have all these winners every year. And you said that the big teams will get an advantage, and you clearly see after just a year or so running these new cars, the big teams have an
They found
advantage.
a way to cheat.
Right. So, well,
Within
probably
the rules.
within the rules, yeah. And it's turned out that way because, again, Gibbs and Hendrick and then Penske, they're up front every week, multiple cars, and the smaller teams this year can't keep pace.
Right.
So I have to give you credit for that one because you nailed it.
Thank you, brother. The next coming. Well, do you want to talk about the race at all? I mean,
What race?
tell
What race?
the one that we just watched.
Oh no.
All right. Go Blaney is all that really matters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well-
not a fan. I'm not a fan of Charlotte.
That new car is good on a 1.5
I
mile
know.
track,
Junior
though.
likes it, and he wants the
Mul-
Roval to go away.
Well, there's multiple lanes.
I don't want the Roval to go
I don't want
away.
the Roval to go away. This
Oh,
car,
no.
the Roval, is fantastic.
I love the Roval. That's such a
Yeah.
fun race.
Yeah.
You know I don't like road races, but I love the Roval.
Maybe we'll go to that this year. That might be fun.
Yeah. So the next race up is the Enjoy Illinois 300. That's the one in St. Louis, right?
That's the Worldwide Technology Track, whatever that is.
Yeah. I think that's.
I don't know.
I think
knows.
that's Nashville.
It's in the middle of somewhere. That's not in Nashville.
So it's in Illinois? Then if it's in Illinois, it's at that 1.5 mile an hour track. 1.5 mile track. Is that correct?
It's in Madison, Illinois.
All right. Well, that's the big track then.
I
So
don't even know where
that
is.
race will be a lot like this race.
It's just east of St. Louis, close to the Arch.
Then it is the one. Okay,
I don't
it's
know where
Kenny's
all
own.
this stuff is.
It's Kenny's own
That's
track.
why Kenny's going to be.
It's
on
a 1 mile
TV.
track. So that'll be a lot of fun because it's a pretty flat track, and Corey does very well at the short tracks because it's not one of those high horsepower tracks. It's more
Yeah.
handling.
It's a short bus.
Does that mean we're on the short bus because we love those tracks?
I don't know. Maybe.
Can't be
Speak
as
for
flat
yourself.
it can't be as flat as Indy is.
No.
Did you watch that, Dersh?
I watched
yeah.
highlights of it.
About Indy,
Yeah,
I watched it. It was awesome.
And Penske won both races.
both races. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Now the coolest part about it is when what's his name that won?
Newgarden?
Newgarden won. He ran up into the stands with the fans. And that was really cool, and everybody was really excited. So when Blaney won last night, he did the same thing, jumped up in the stands.
But
That was
only
pretty
for a minute,
cool.
'cause he got squishy.
He's tiny.
He's a little tiny
Newgarden's
man.
not so tiny.
No.
That was,
So
that
that
was
was
pretty
so
awesome.
cool.
That was pretty
He
awesome.
cried.
That is the first time Penske has ever won the Indy and
Yeah, same
Charlotte
weekend.
the 600 in the same weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen
Ever.
next year because Larson's going to be in the Indy. He'll probably win it, but he might wreck.
Larson, yeah, he could drive anything.
Yeah, but
he
they
could
used to
drive
say
a
that
pickup
about-
truck. He could drive a dump truck.
Yeah, but they were pretty certain that Jimmy was going to do well too, and he didn't.
All right, remember you and I were talking about Jimmy the last few years.
But
He
he
was in
couldn't
Cup
see
that he
anymore,
really
yeah.
couldn't drive as
It's
well
like,
Yeah.
anymore.
like he needed glasses.
I agree.
We talked about that a lot.
Jimmy in his prime, I think he probably could have.
Yeah, but he waited till way too late.
Yeah.
He was done. He was no longer really good in Cup. He hadn't had a win in a couple of years, and
Yeah.
He wasn't good those last 2-3 seasons.
no, he wasn't. He wrecked all the time for one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it.
So I find it considerably different seeing Kyle Larson going because he is in the absolute prime of his career.
Yeah.
So he's going to be very fast.
It doesn't matter what Larson sits in. He's a favorite to win.
Yep.
He's just amazing. He's just
I
one of
didn't
those
realize
guys.
his
Oh, he'll
dad
be
was,
in one of the top 5 qualifying spots.
Did you realize his
in
dad
Indy.
was such a nut, a push in his career? Remember
Yeah.
that thing we saw the other night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Talking about Larson and his career.
Yeah. I didn't realize his dad was such a push.
Yeah, he talked about this before. He saw like a couple of years ago when Larson was in the 42. That his dad, no matter how he qualified, his dad and he ran go-karts. His dad made him start at dead last, even if he qualified first. His dad said you're going to start in dead last.
Yeah.
So he learned how to pass people, and you can see that now because like the All-Star race, he was put in the back, and people, drivers couldn't pass. So Larson went from the very back all the way to the front. I mean, just almost no time whatsoever.
Something, isn't he?
The kid is
All right.
amazing.
We don't need the bear. So for some reason I'm seeing a bear and a bear. Oh wait, I'm not on live. It keeps kicking us out on live. All right, Daryl just posted your article to Gap, Lisa.
Oh, cool.
It is time for us to go. Dershie and I will be back. He posted the link for the right side of politics up there, right under Lisa's. Click on those, please.
Thank you, Daryl.
Yep. And we will be back, same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Yes, we will.
We will. Everybody
It'll
will
June.
be back.
It won't. Not gonna be May.
Oh no.
I'll see you next month
Yeah.
on
See you
on
next,
telly.
See you next month.
Next month
So
on the
everybody,
telly.
be well, and we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Everybody say good night.
Shut
Good night,
up.
Lisa.
And what else do you want to say, Lisa?
Shut up, Chuck.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Dorish, Chuck thinks that they did selfies on the bricks at Indy because he does ground chuck at NASCAR races.
Yes, they stole it from me. I've been doing it for 15 years, and then all of a sudden you see them doing it
He
yesterday.
thinks they laid on
Connect
the,
it.
he thinks they laid on the bricks because of him.
Connect the dots. I stand with what I say. Good night, y'all.
That's funny.
Oh, Durst, what do you have to say? By the way, I don't want to miss you.
Keep it goats off my lawn, Chuck.
Goats. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
All right, bye.